What up, YouTube? It's Danny back with another video. Today, I might make some people mad, but that's okay. We are going to open up a somewhat controversial brand of watch. I will say, though, that this brand is older than Rolex. Because at one point, it was a very prestigious brand, I should say. These days, not so much. And if you know anything about the history, that brand is Invicta. And so, we are opening up a watch that I've owned before. Seems to be the theme lately. I bought it in 2024, sold it, and kind of regretted it. And so, this watch was actually on sale recently. And so I said, you know what? Now's the time to buy what I used to have again. I'm just going to rip this box. Definitely brand new. Never been opened. Got it off Amazon. And so, of course, I will link it below. And in typical Invicta fashion, the watch comes in a bright yellow box. Sometimes it's in a gray box, but almost always a yellow box. So this says Invicta, invincible in detail, since 1837. Yes. Some crypto bros, as I like to call them, bought Invicta in the 90s. And now it's kind of a meme company. They make okay quality watches, but they're definitely quantity over quality these days. But there's one thing Invicta is known for besides gaudy looking watches is homages. And this is basically what this is, or a copy, a clone, whatever you want to call it. I call it an homage. But you either love them or you hate them. I love Invicta haters. Call them copies or fakes or whatever. I call them homages. So, whatever. I'm not going to debate that because people do love to debate that. But anyway. Silver gel, don't need that. Each Invicta always says, welcome to the Invicta family, where you can scan the QR code for the warranty information and blah, 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 blah. Who cares? And yes, this is the Invicta 38mm Pro Diver. This is the quartz edition. Now, the last one I owned was the automatic, but this one was like on sale for like $65. So I said, you know what? Now I'll go ahead and get the quartz. The automatic is 40mm. This is 38, so it's just a little bit smaller than my old one. But I don't care. I like the way they look. It obviously looks like what? A Rolex Submariner. Yes. But it obviously is not. So that being said, let me see if I can zoom in. Show you guys what it looks like up close. It's got the Seiko just like a Rolex. Same color scheme as a Rolex. Now, I believe the Submariner is 36mm, so this is 38. And again, if you get the automatic, it's 40. So it is what it is. If you have a bigger wrist, maybe get the 40. I have a 7-inch wrist. I think it'll look fine on this one with a 38. So that being said, let's go ahead and get it off the pillow. There you go. And yeah, I'm going to size it up and all that stuff. But yeah, it's a decent looking watch. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and size it up. And yeah, we'll go from there. Okay, so first thing I want to do is pull off all the saran wrap as usual. Take off the hang tag, pull it off the face, like so. It's a good looking watch, it really is. I mean, if you like the Rolex Submariner, you'll probably like this watch unless you're a purist, or if you just don't like Invicta. But for $60, not bad. It's really not bad. Let me go and take off my brand new G-Shock. Set it off to the side. And go ahead and put on the Invicta. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's gonna look just fine on my wrist. I'm gonna say I'll save 4 links and I can probably micro adjust everything else. So, cool. And I have not pulled the crown guard yet, so this thing has never, ever ticked. That's how new it is. So, all right. Do the quick adjustments. Take a 2 on each side out. Very simple. Very easy. Boom. Go ahead and rejoin these as I drop my watch. And I will say, because it's quartz, it is way thinner than the automatic too, which very nice. Because I always thought the automatic one was a little too thick compared to Rolex. Why is this not hammering down? All right, now let's try it. Okay. Okay. Now we'll do this side. Remember, padded side down. Oh yeah, there you go. Very nice. So I'm going to go ahead and set the time, and then I'll show you guys up close. There it is. I gotta say, 38 millimeters looks great. And yes, it is a hard to rotate, but it's a rotating bezel. you heard it. Man, that's hard. That is hard to turn. Anyway, it does rotate. It's just really difficult, which it would be a lot easier on Rolex. But yeah, there you go. It is set. Let me show you what it looks like with the light off. So you can see the lume. Not bad. Not bad at all. I will leave this below. Thank you all so much for watching. More to come. Stay tuned. And I'll see you all in the next video. Take care.